It's not a cartoon. It's anime. Okay, so we're gonna get to the last part of this. We're gonna get into we're gonna rank the pillars ourselves. How we rank the pillars.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't remember all of them, so he just put his top 5.
Okay. I mean, hey, that's after that. I mean, I don't know how different it gets.
So he put at number 1 the stone pillar. He said it's one of the few animes that actually lives up to the hype of I guess an earth or stone type pillar.
Sure.
Because I guess like, and I didn't see Avatar, but they said the earth one guy could have been way better than what he was.
Maybe in Korra, but I feel like at least in Avatar, Toph is like my favorite character.
Oh, is
and she's fucking dope.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite. She's my favorite character on Avatar's Toph, and she's like the Earthbender.
Okay. So he has a stone pillar number 1. He has a snake pillar number 2. Dope character design, he said, and I like his no nonsense attitude. Rengoku, delicious. That's all he said. Rengoku at 3. Ooh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Number 4, he has a sound pillar. Great character design. 2 swords on your back is damn near an automatic like for me. And he says he has bitches. That's
I mean, he's not wrong there.
Yeah. He has wives. He has multiple wives.
It's true. They are his. He put a ring on them.
Yeah, you can't call them like bitches because he put the ring on it.
He made honest women out of them.
Exactly. The water pillar. He loves that he mentors Tanjiro and he's always with the shits. That's Giyu. That's he's up there. He says his least favorite is the wind pillar. He's the Bakugo of Demon Slayer.
Really? Wow. Okay.
He is a little angry, but I feel like
he definitely is.
But I feel like they haven't got to that in the anime yet. I feel like Inosuke is more the Bakugo than he is. Okay. But I guess we'll see what happens when the manga gets animated. We'll see how that particular.
Do you want to run through your rankings, or do you want me to do mine?
I'll do mine. Okay. So my Hashiras, I got the stone pillar also at number 1.
Really? Okay.
I got him at number 1. Because I think when he's fighting the number 1 demon, he's like, "Yo, bro, you're the strongest person I've seen in like 300 years."
He does say that.
So that's some out the gate, like in 300 years, he's just like, yo, it's been centuries since I even seen anybody as strong as you, which makes me I do want to see the prequels now. Mm-hmm. I do want to see these other like Hashiras, these other dudes that were like possibly the dude that was just as strong as him or stronger than him.
Yeah.
And I want to know who the fuck it was, which Hashira it was. Was it another stone one? Was it the water pillar?
Yeah.
Second, the insect pillar.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Bold choice.
Yeah. I mean, for what I said earlier.
I get it. No, I get it.
It's all the things I was saying earlier about her is that it's not just that she's not necessarily the strongest, but
MVP plays.
Yeah. MVP plays. She's one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous one in the sense where her getting shit done. And she's one of the main reasons why the 2 of the biggest demons out of all of them get smoked out.
Yeah.
It's her. Without her poison in either one of these, this doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen at all. 3, Miss Pillar.
Okay.
I actually was going between her and the Miss Pillar the whole time. Like you said, you pretty much said everything I was saying earlier. But yeah, he's 14 years old. He's fucking 14. He's 14 years old. He's 14 and he's smoking motherfuckers out. He beat, like you said, a demon by himself. And that demon wasn't no slouch. That demon in that little
the jar thing,
going from jar to jar, and then he has like another fucking form.
Yeah.
Like he beat that dude by himself. Got to give him his props. He's actually the first person to turn his blade red.
That's true.
Out of all of them, he's the first person that does at 14. He's
prodigy.
The first person that turns his blade red out of all of them. And he technically gives he's a descendant, like you said, the descendant of the number 1 demon, and he pretty much gives him that damn near main blow to get him to get defeated. So he put that work in, he deserves it. Next, I will have to go with the wind pillar.
Okay.
I feel like he like you said, he took crazy damage and he was still fighting unconscious. Like to me, that's a boss move right there. Mm-hmm. I got to give you top game for that. 4, I got to go with the snake pillar. Before he even gets his red mark on it, his mark on his face, he's keeping him a Muzan. Like he wasn't not keeping up with him, but he was keeping up with his moves. He wasn't getting smoked out. So like out the gate, without even turning getting his mark on his face.
Yeah.
He was hanging in there already. I gotta give him props for that.
True.
And actually he turned his blade red too. So
he did.
Yeah,
I believe he did as well, yes.
Yeah, he got to he did all that before he turned it, where he got his mark and before he turned his blade red. Number 5. I think I'm not number 5. Or 6, whatever. Giyu. He's been my guy the whole time. He's been my favorite. But when I look back at it, he's had moments where he didn't show up.
Yeah.
When he's fighting Muzan, like I'm surprised he didn't do more in any of these fights. He didn't take out a demon.
That's true.
He gets his mark towards the end too, but I still love him. I still think he's my favorite character design on the show. He's still, in a sense, right as of right now, we'll see how even the anime does him. Because he's kind of my style. How I always kind of like those kind of low key kind of like characters like that.
I agree.
They make him kind of socially awkward, and I think that's what's funny about him too. But yeah, I had him kind of lower than what people might expect. Yeah,
I'm surprised.
The love pillar, I had her right after that. She has a moment, but I just didn't care much for her.
Yeah, I mean, she helps take out, what was it, Upper Moon 4.
Yeah, Upper Moon 4, and then Tanjiro ends up getting the main kill, but like it's pretty much all majority of her work. So I gave her respect right there. Before 7th or 8th, I'm at 8th actually. Rengoku, man. I know that I know Ice likes this guy, but I'm gonna be real with you. He got smoked out. He got smoked out. I know by Top Demon, and he didn't get the mark on his face or nothing like that.
Nope.
He's technically not as strong as people think he is. He's cool
dude.
But if I'm ranking him from the damage that they was doing, he didn't really do much. And then last but not least, the sound pillar. Yes, he has 3 wives, but he got his ass whooped so bad he retired. That. Like when you get your ass beat so fucking bad, you're like, they literally come to him. He's lost an arm. Even I forgot who came up to him, but one of the pillars is like, "Yo, bro, you let this particular demon that's not even that strong, you let this motherfucker take an eye and an arm from you? Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah. No, upper 6.
Yeah, it was just like that. That's one of the weaker moons, fam. Yo, man, here's we're gonna put we shouldn't even put your jersey in the rafters.
Ouch.
We shouldn't even put your shit in the rafters. Because I don't even think he had help winning that fight, didn't he?
I mean, he definitely had some moments.
He had mad help in that fight, actually.
But he did have a lot of he did have a lot of help because it was him and obviously all 3 of the main kids.
Yes.
And his wives.
And his wives helping out, shooting like little shit here and there.
I mean, it's technically like 2 demons, so I don't know if you want to get into that, but like that's
bro.
No, I don't disagree.
Bro, you retired. You got beat so bad. Go ahead, man.
Well, I'll go from the bottom to the top just because I think, funny enough, our bottom is the same. The Sound of Shira is I have him on the bottom. It's not that I dislike him because he has moments. I think even within that fight, he has moments where you're like, oh shit, because he actually cuts off that the woman Upper Moon's head first, like immediately.
Yeah,
like shows up on the scene and just like takes it off. And if it weren't for her creepy, skinny, weird looking brother, that would have been it.
Yeah,
but he gets poisoned. It slows him down. He like gets his basically. I mean, the thing is, he's not part of the team that makes that final kill. It's, I believe, the 3 kids that managed to get that decapitation.
And he don't get the mark either.
He does not.
Yeah.
So he's on the bottom for me. Also, second from the bottom for me was Rengoku for similar reasons. I mean, the guy, I like him. He's a good character, but he just doesn't meet the potential that the rest of the Hashiras get to. He's out early.
Yeah.
I kind of bumped him up a bit just because he kind of gets to live on a little bit by having his the blade protector, the flame thing that goes on Tanjiro's sword. So he at least it's he's in there.
And technically Tanjiro kind of keeps going back to his family in the sense of like learning.
He's a part of the story.
Yeah,
it feels like.
Yeah.
I have Obani, the serpent Hashira, after that. It just felt like you raise good points. And for me, it's less about his lack of ability and more about like, I really didn't feel like we spent that much time with him.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen more. I felt like I was hearing a lot about this guy, but even when you're seeing all these fights happening in that final fight, you're not really seeing what's going on with him in the Love Hashira.
Yeah,
because the 2 of them are like teamed up against the Bawai, like the Upper Moon 4, the new Upper Moon 4. It's the 2 of them teamed up against her.
This is the
serpent Hashira.
Oh, the snake
snake guy. I just feel like you didn't really see much of him.
Got it.
The most of the time you see him is actually in that when they're facing off against Muzan, which he does hang in there.
Yeah.
But he gets his face all sliced up. He's getting kicked into walls. It's like, it's just like I felt like I would have liked to have seen him get another cool moment or two. I felt like he was one of the few that didn't get like a, whoa, this dude just like pulled something crazy out of the bag.
Yeah.
After that, can't have these two separate because obviously they're meant to be. I got the love of Sheer after that. Mitsuri, for all the reasons that we mentioned. She definitely helps out against the original Upper Moon 4. I think she's just a fun character. She gives Tanjiro the heads up of like, hey, there's the hidden like sword in this town that can make you way stronger. She's like one of the only Hashira that's like down to help Tanjiro from the get-go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's just like, she's cool. She also like puts herself out there, sacrifices herself. Her goals and her wants and needs are maybe a little silly, maybe a little sexist. The fact that she's just there looking for a husband, but at the end of the day, like she still gets it in. For me, I have the Insect Hashira after that, Shinobu. Obviously her fight against number 2 she wasn't in that fight long, but her impact was felt.
Yeah.
And obviously she leads into the win against Muzan as well. I actually have the Mist Hashira after that. Big fan of him for all the reasons that we've said earlier. I have as number 3, I have the Wind Hashira, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a character that we meet early on in the show, even in the first season, where you find out he's a Marechi and he's got like some very rich like demon bait blood. And we're like, what are you going to do if you're this guy? You should become a demon slayer because they're going to be coming after you anyway.
Yeah.
And that's exactly who the Wind Hashira is. You find out in the book that he's not only a Marechi, he's got the rarest of the rare blood to the point where demons will be so enamored with the hunger that they will like freeze in place and be paralyzed and fight as if they're drunk because they want his blood so badly. And for him to like have that as a part of his identity and be like, you know what, I'm going to go hunt these motherfuckers down.
That's tough.
He's pretty boss. And, obviously he's got a lot of tough love. He's definitely a Bakugo type character, which, as I said before, not necessarily my favorite, but he's there for his family. Like he it's tough love. And the fact that he fights until he's literally unconscious. I think he's the only Hashira that lives and has all of his limbs at the end of all this. I think he might be the only one.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Did that ever work? The whole being drunk over his blood? I forgot if that worked on the demon or not.
I think it stops the Upper Moon one for like a fraction of a second because he's like, what the fuck is going on? And it was right after he had gotten all carved up.
Got it.
And what's also interesting too, that you have to think about in hindsight, is when they first bring Nezuko to the mansion.
Yeah.
It's him that slices his arm open. It's just like, you want some? And she's able to resist that.
I didn't even think about that.
She's able to resist the best of the best human blood.
You out here just denying New York pizza? That's what that is. That's the best pizza out there.
And she was immediately just like, you know what? No.
Because I forgot to say all this stuff too, but did he get the see-through the vision where he can see her?
He definitely gets his mark, but
right.
I don't know that he gets I don't think he goes into the invisible world.
Who got that again? The Mist?
Mist definitely gets it.
Stone.
And
got it.
Tanjiro. I don't know if anybody else does.
Got it. Okay.
I have as number 2, I have the Stone Hashira because he's dope. And then I have Giyu. I have the water as my favorite.
You have the water as your number one?
I do. I just think he's so dope. I love that 11th that he is able to. He invents his own technique.
He does,
which not many of the others can say. I mean, Zenitsu did.
Yeah,
but I can't think of another one.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why. I mean,
I guess Zenitsu and actually, Inosuke's invented his entire own style.
Yeah,
so it's true. But I just love his 11th form, like just the water, like tranquility that just like neutralizes shit.
Yeah,
the fact that he's just like, for the most part, just like even keel, just like whatever we got to do. The fact that he brings Tanjiro in, if not for this dude, there's no show.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
there's no show.
Yeah.
He gives Tanjiro, he's like, hey, master, like this kid reminds me a lot of you. He's got the same abilities as you. Mm-hmm. He's clearly able to, to hang with the best of the best. But even though he doesn't feel like he can, dude's got imposter syndrome. I can relate.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate him as a character. Is he the strongest? No. Is he my favorite? No. But I like him. I don't know. I put him up at the top.
Hey, I'm not gonna
he's alive at the end of the day.
Hey, I'm not gonna fight you on that. I'm not gonna fight you because, like I said, he's who I rock with majority through the thing anyway. Like I said, I haven't said he's my favorite in general, so I 100% get it. If you want to listen to full episodes of the Animeshun podcast, you can stream us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever streaming can be done for podcasts. If you want to watch the full clip to this podcast, join our Patreon. Click the link in the subscription box below. Join us!